I'm CaLisa from the Planetary Society, and today we're at Santa Monica National Recreation Area's Paramount Ranch for their annual Summer Star Festival.
Okay, all right, folks, it's the 2016 Summer Star Festival, about ready to kick off.
So what is Paramount Ranch?
So Paramount Studios did purchase this ranch back in the day in the 1920s, and then now the National Park Service owns it and administers it. You see behind me is a western town, and so a lot of companies come out here to make films, commercials, and still photography.
Tonight is our annual Star Festival. Sometimes we have smaller events called Star Parties, but this is our big annual event where we have the Ventura Astronomical Society come out.
Astronomers bringing out their telescopes and working with the public, showing them the objects up in the sky. And we have some kids' activities. One is an ultraviolet bracelet they can make. It'll react to ultraviolet light, telling the kids that they should wear protective clothing or sunscreen. We got some storybook readings as well. We have our own planetarium here. And so when you go in there, everything just kind of glows.
It gets really, really dark here, which is really odd because we are close to LA, but it is a really nice night sky here. This is a festival for families. I think a lot of families really want to take advantage of that and come out and bring their kiddos. And I think a lot of them, they've never actually seen through a telescope. So this is probably a lot of first timers seeing a planet or a nebula.
What kind of people do you usually get at these festivals?
Anybody and everybody, it seems like. It's just, your average person comes out here, whether they're seasoned amateurs or is somebody who has never looked through a telescope. We get all sorts of people out here.
How is there really a difference between the night sky in a major city and getting outside the city just a few miles?
The kids or people growing up in the city, if they're not exposed to dark sky, they really don't realize anything's out there. We're kind of losing some of our dark areas, with expansion of the big cities and everything.
What was your most memorable nighttime event?
It was with my mentor, Ranger Ken. He showed me my constellation, which is Scorpius. That just blew my mind, that I could identify it when I went outside. And that was my connection, right? That was my personal connection. I think that was like the big, wow, this is part of me.
There's always a point in which you find something that is relevant to you, that you connect to and that you take home with you and that you share with others.
We're covering lights and cell phones with this red cellophane. So
this really protects everybody's night vision?
Yes.
Is this your first time in a national park for a night sky event?
Yes, it is. It's an amazing landscape and backdrop to do this in.
What do you think it is about the night sky that connects to people?
To have an opportunity to, take a peek in a little scope and see a ring around Saturn.
And we're doing it together.
Right, we're doing it together.
Which is really cool. So what do we have in here?
So these are about 15 different pieces of meteorite from all over the world.
Ugh, this very heavy specimen is a meteorite that came down to our planet from space.
Since the beginning of time for humans, I think looking at the night sky, you always ponder the question, are we alone? And we still can't answer that question. So I think that's the big draw out here.
Here's the Planetary Society booth. What are you guys doing here tonight?
We're here to promote space and share our love of space with everyone out here. This is the perfect place for it. The stars are going to be beautiful out here. There's not a lot of light pollution.
Little kids, older people, everybody's coming up.
Mostly we're getting the public to come in here and see the interesting things we have to offer to advocate for space.
All right, so what's your name?
Shaya.
Your name is Shaya?
Yeah.
And why are you here tonight?
Because I want to have fun.
Are you going to have fun looking through the telescopes?
Yeah.
What are you going to see through the telescopes?
I'm going to see stars.
You're going to see some stars?
Yeah.
So the sun has dipped below the mountains here, which means that it's going to get very dark soon, and I'm going to be able to see Saturn's rings. I hope that all of you will leave your homes and go find your nearest park, because half the park is after dark. Saturn is in here now. It's unbelievable.
You want to see Saturn?
Yeah, can I see Saturn?